Hello and welcome to another fantastic episode of We the Doctors. My name is Dr. OK. As usual on the show, I don't do it alone. I have with me today Dr. Yvonne.
Hi, you're welcome to today's show.
And Dr. Valeria.
Hello guys, you're welcome.
And today's show is a fantastic one. I'll tell you guys why. We're talking about babies.
Good.
And not the scary part of babies, the crying, the ranting, even though we may get to have them today. We're discussing what happens when you've had your new baby. Our topic today is, so your new baby has arrived.
Wow. I can see the excitement on your face.
No.
Because you've also had experiences of having a new baby.
Not too long ago.
Yeah. And then it's also special. It's important to note that, we're dedicating this to, we had some people at the back.
Actually, our sound guy had a new baby. They TriCast on the show. Let's not call the names because you just see the road and they have babies. And I think it's fine. Let's start with, I'll start with something scary. I remember the first day my wife handed over the baby to me to bathe. Doctor, there's no story there. So she had assumed that
you're well experienced.
Yes, I'll be able to do it. I just looked at her like, where is this one from now? Me, I should bathe the baby. I was really scared. One thing, my first fear was, I don't want to drown this baby. I don't want water entering the nose.
How about, what do you mean by drowning the baby? Are you going to put him in the bath?
No, but you understand what I mean. Yes, when you keep the bath, and then you have to wash. They tell you bend the head this way, don't bend the head the other way, don't let water touch. I was like...
At least you were being careful. I don't trust Dr. Valeria to do that. He will drown the baby.
No, that's why we have mothers.
Oh.
Yes, that's why we have mothers.
Where would the mothers learn from?
No, it's okay. That's why we have mothers. And then that's why, typically, when you have a baby, you expect that your own mother or my own mother will come around.
Yeah, no,
and then they can be doing all of that.
Dr. Wale, they came around.
Yes.
They took care of the baby as long as possible.
Exactly.
But even that first time you are giving the baby, even if the baby is 6 months old, and you ask to bathe the baby.
I probably will wait when the child is 3 years. I don't to start helping her in that format. Otherwise, I can do every other thing. But just for the sake of national peace, I think
it's
fair enough.
It's better for us to
exactly.
that way.
But the other thing I wanted to mention is that when you just have new babies, you find a lot of people coming to your house to visit. And they're really excited, the joy that you have a newborn baby. Everybody wants to carry your baby and all of that. Now, remember, I always emphasize this to mothers. Your kids do not have full immunity yet.
That's true.
It's still up until the age of 5, thereabouts. So because of that, they are predisposed to any little infection, basically. So you have these mothers coming, or people, aunties or uncles come around and they just come.
Straight.
Maybe they've sneezed their hand, they're coming out from outside, touch different things. They'll just carry your baby, be touching the baby anyhow. Before you know it, the baby will come down with an issue. I remember going to visit a mother at home, and I watched her very well. When you come into her house, the first thing she will give you is hand sanitizer. Yeah. You clean your hand and tell you to go and wash your hand because she knows you want to carry her baby. And she cannot shout. She cannot allow you to come and give the baby an infection.
I'll tell you a personal story. When we had our first child, my wife made me bring a bucket with tap into the sitting room.
For washing hands.
So that people wash
make
and
sure that
after washing, you now do the sanitizer.
Yeah.
And then we had this trick we coined up then, thinking it was going to work. We always kept the baby. There's this small bassinet, something like that, that will keep the baby in the room.
Okay.
So we realized each time they come, they say, where is the baby? We have to go and bring the baby. And once we brought out the baby, they will carry the baby. So we knew that method wasn't working because we are not looking for wash or don't wash. All this don't touch. But with this second child, we had a fine way. Yeah. Normally our roads are bad. They don't necessarily need a stroller, but what a big stroller that is stretchable. The baby can lie down in it. So we now put the baby in the stroller, keep the baby in the sitting room, and then have the baby covered with a net. So where is the baby? Baby is there.
So you just look and
you just speak.
And no, but I remember that some people will just think you are paranoid. When they come to your house and then they find it insulting, telling them to wash their hands and all that.
They don't
tell you that. Are you the first to have a baby?
These days they are learning.
People are learning, exactly.
Maybe I was lucky. My baby came during the time of that hemorrhagic fever stuff.
Oh, the Ebola virus.
Yeah, so everybody learned it.
Okay, so that one is understandable because even people will not even want to go close because nobody wants wahala. You not say that. However, something else that you should expect when you have a new baby, definitely the baby will have diaper rash. You can't run away from that. This could be due to a lot of causes. Sometimes it's caused as a result of irritation. The baby stools, when diaper, and I have some mothers that come to meet me at the clinic. Their babies wear diaper for so long, so the baby will urinate, will stool in it, and the baby still has the diaper on for hours.
Are you for real?
What do you expect? The skin,
in the days of napkin, mothers were careful to change napkin. Then the diapers now came.
Exactly. So
Some
they now
mothers
think
feel
that,
They give them the
they now
impression
think that,
that,
yes,
you know what,
diaper is lasting
Yes,
forever.
everlasting reservoir. So they,
I think some of these companies that do these things too are also responsible for
ads,
this.
yes.
Because the adverts they
The
put up,
ads
they make
make
people
you
look like
feel
as if yes.
forever and
If a
ever.
baby can
So-
sleep 12 hours overnight with
That's
then
how
during
the child
day,
will be.
that's-
If it's a
will the
male
child
child, now
come
that's how
down
the child will
with
be
all
trained not
these
to be changing boxers and pants. They'll be using it for 1 week. He's
No,
thinking that
that's
it's always
very
this.
strange.
Another thing that comes up is after feeding the baby,
Yeah. Yes.
getting to bop the baby. You know, bopping is that time you get to tap the baby, then the baby belches. Usually it's helpful because
Yes.
if you don't do it, you have lots, of course, generally most children will come down with abdominal colics. But how do you reduce it? If you bop the baby and then you reduce the amount of gas the baby already has sucked in. And I think it helps, really.
It does,
Yeah,
it does,
a lot
yes.
of help comes from it. Another important thing is, even when you're breastfeeding, the method of breastfeeding is important because that
It's
reduces
important, very important. They
the
need to be
amount-
taught appropriately. We can't do it on the show here, but you just ask your healthcare provider. The nurses are there.
Sadly,
They
we
will
don't even
teach
have
you.
dummies
Yeah,
to teach
because
teach
most
you,
of the
yes.
time you find a lot of mothers calling in and saying that, look, I just had the baby, the baby is not sucking, you know, maybe do I now start introducing milk or I'm not
They are not
expecting it. And
positioning
then
the
most of
baby
the
well.
time it's because they don't put the baby properly. They don't position the baby properly. So you have to now educate them and all of that. So if you're a mother out there, you just have a new baby, you feel your baby is not getting enough and all that, I advise you can go to the health
Yes.
centers and talk to
They'll
some of
teach
these
you how
midwives,
to
all right? They can
breastfeed
train you,
properly.
explain to you and teach you how to put the baby, position the baby properly so that the baby can enjoy breast milk. Breast milk is important.
Then let's since he's talking about breast milk is important. Do you
Let's
remember? Do you
continue.
remember? You don't. Nobody remember what it tastes like. So it's just teaching.
No, but it's
actually
important.
No, but it's
Milk's
important,
very
so,
Yes, actually,
yeah,
very, very
well,
important.
And
Yes.
one thing that comes up again now is: should the baby stay in your bed, or should the baby stay in the cot?
Very
It's usually
interesting.
this is the part you get the mother.
Yeah.
Let me make it this way: the mother, the father, the grandmothers, the in-laws arguing.
Agitating
Where will you
about-
keep the baby? Imagine the in-law has come to stay in the house. Now you now say baby wants to stay in the bed with us. She'll now look like, you don't want my own baby or my own grandchild to stay in the room because of the cot. Do you get all those kind of
No,
things
but then
come up? Yeah.
Which that reminds me, I just saw a bed recently, and then the bed was designed in such a way that you have
There's
the
a-
husband, the wife,
a
and then there's
portion
just a
for you.
deep cut in the baby
Also
in the
this-
on the bed.
Depression.
Yes, in the bed.
What if the man now
You don't
rolls
roll
over?
over.
No, you don't understand. There's a
Ha.
cover there. You understand, like a transparent cover.
Okay, so that you
understand?
hit as in
So there is no way you are
yourself
going to go on the
against
child.
it.
You understand? You can lie down in bed, but the section of the child is like a cut inside
there's
the
a
Okay,
baby.
glass.
so what happens is
So
that
the baby is sleeping
whenever
on that
you,
ground.
you
Yeah,
have a new
wait,
whenever
whichever way you want to
wait,
put it.
whenever you have a new baby, basically,
Yes.
you will have this bed. When the baby grows, you now take away that bed and put the proper bed.
Proper bed, basically, so you can
Wow.
cover up and
It
all
kills
of that.
the whole
basically.
bonding thing. Why people want the baby?
Yeah, because
to stay
some
on the bed
mothers
with them.
prefer to sleep. You know, especially for first-time mothers, there's always this thing with you having your baby around you and all of that.
Yes.
So they even find it difficult to leave the baby in the cot. You find them just keeping the baby with themselves. So that's why they say, okay, sleep here, and I'm going to
You know,
put your baby.
I'll
beside
tell you
I
a
don't
real
know.
life story. When your first baby comes, the tendency is you want to stay with the baby. Yeah, is your baby. Mother-in-law is in the room, is not your business. So let her just when baby cries,
Okay,
with the
okay, don't
baby.
cause confusion.
But by the no, I'm just telling you what happens. Then when the baby cries much, you send the baby to mother-in-law. But by the time the second baby comes, they are
You're-
used to
you're
waking up at
relaxed, exactly.
night. All this, I beg, let her hold the baby. If the baby cry, now she go come knock for your door. And you know they hear your baby cry.
Then again, immunization is very
Yes,
important
yeah.
because, like Dr. Valeria said earlier, their immune system is not properly developed. So
true.
you need to give, as in, just follow the
Find
routine.
out, ask
Find out
questions.
before you
What
leave
are
the
the
hospital.
vaccines that my
Obviously, they
child
will
needs to
take
get? Yes.
before the leaving. It will
Yes.
take some, depending on the environment anyway. But you just need to find out the appropriate one and give them all that they need.
The truth is, whenever we're talking about babies, it's actually a very happy environment, and we've just been laughing and laughing. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, Dr. Yvonne will be leading us on lots of things we need to do, tips, and when you're buying things for your baby, what do you watch out for? Don't go anywhere. We, the doctors, will be right back.
Hello, you're welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is We the Doctors. Our topic today is So Your New Baby Has Arrived. I'm sure there are a lot of mothers at home right now that just gave birth yesterday or expecting to give birth today. However, we're talking about your new baby. We are using this forum to celebrate one of our very own crew members that just had a baby on set. Not on set anyway. His wife had the baby in the hospital. No. His wife had the baby in the
wife
hospital,
called
but
him to tell him that he had the
it
baby.
happened now. So okay,
Yeah.
we're just celebrating all the same. But now we're going to be talking about the essential things to buy for your new baby. Definitely, when you're expecting a baby, there are things that you should prepare before the baby comes. You won't now start you won't go and start buying those things after the baby has arrived. There are some things that are very important that you buy, as little as they may be. You must buy those things before the baby comes. The first thing I'm talking about now is clothes, appropriate clothing. Anyway, some people like to go by colors. If you know the gender of the child, if it's a male, they'll probably use blue clothes. If it's a female, pink. But in a situation where
I want to buy pink, Inko.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on choice. It depends on choice. Now you know from what you're trying to do. However, it depends on choice. But if you don't even know the gender of the child, it's still fine. You can buy neutral colors if you don't want to play
buy
exactly.
white.
Make sure the clothes are as comfortable as possible. Easy enough for you to be able to change diaper, because you don't want to be having to stress the baby all the time, because the diaper change is going to be very frequent. So for each time you will now pull the cloth from up and down. You need something that you can easily open at the bottom and change the diaper. Then something that doesn't have too many strings. Just make sure not to tie too tight.
Yeah.
Because
exactly. I was also going to talk about that, because some mothers would buff up the baby,
As in,
buff it up, and then the baby is so hot, and then they put everything, and then they put the baby on that sun and all that.
There is something that I see at times. So you see little babies and they're wearing koi koi. Do you know what koi koi is?
Even teams. Let me call it teams. The leg will not drop.
The boy is less than a month old. He's wearing shoe that has heels. So you keep the baby's
boy,
leg.
No,
I'm talking about, when I mean heels, so heavy so.
Okay.
Whenever you're buying shoes for a child, for your baby, the trick is make sure the sole is of the same material of the shoe. The baby is not much past now. He's not learning to be a soldier yet. And another rule to know is that if you want to buy shoe for a child, don't start buying soles yet until the child is already walking around comfortably.
Yes, absolutely.
Because studies have actually shown the quicker you put the child in a shoe with sole, you begin to affect his developmental milestone. He begins to assume imagine bouncing a baby. For me, the trick is, again, just stockings. Wear socks as much as possible.
True.
Really,
and then it's also important, this is the time where you'll be having to buy a lot of diapers and all that. Initially, be prepared, because the first couple of days, I'm sure you probably have to buy like 10 diapers and all of that.
Yeah.
Because initially, the baby can be,
pretty expensive.
and you're changing all of this.
That's why people frown. That's why people frown. Men frown now.
Yes, because they're very expensive.
Pretty
I was going to say that.
No, but...
so that's why you have mothers keeping diapers there for like 1 week.
Or
even for like a day, one per day.
No, the most mothers will make you buy lots of diapers. In fact, first babies you overbuy.
Are you serious?
Because you just
that's your own household.
Or you just have some people just have the baby walking around.
You don't just want anything. For me, because I didn't want diaper rashes at all. And
which is very, very important. You also need to look out for diaper rash. So you realize that if this child is allergic to this diaper, then you might have to change it.
And the truth is there are lots of fakes in the market. We must tell ourselves the truth. We have a regulatory body for this, but still fakes get into the market. So you keep watching. I've tried this diaper today. By the second rash, or by the second day, you start seeing rashes that shouldn't be there. I think it's time to now watch out and say, I don't want this diaper again.
And then there's also the infant formula, basically.
Yeah.
Especially for some mothers who, for some reasons or the other, cannot, express. And then the child has to go on infant formula.
Or even when they want to start adding infant formula.
Exactly. So you might want to ask from a midwife, basically, or your doctor, to guide you on what appropriate ones to buy, because there are some that may not be too good for the child. For a baby that, might, cause some form of stomach infection and stuff like that, basically. So it's always good you have someone with well experience who can educate you and enlighten you enough to tell you which ones will be better for your child.
Another important question is, where does your baby sleep? As a rule, if you want the baby to stay on a cot, you know that these, growing up, we had these cots that one side you can pull it down and it's easy for the baby to bring out the baby. Wooden cots most times, or iron cots. You pull it down, or crib, and then you cover it again. Right now, those are not advisable because lots of kids have died stuck in between the cots, the mattress, and the wooden part that was being pulled down. In fact, in the US, those kind of cots have been banned. And I think that's the point.
Again, yes, I wanted to add something to what you're saying, because apart from this thing you're saying too, the beddings is very important for these children's cots. It's really very important, because these very soft beddings that are very woolly and whatever, because you never know, the blankets or whatever might come upon the nose of the child when the child is sleeping, and who knows what will follow from there, because it has been told over time by research that a lot of cases of SIDS come from that.
Big word, sudden infant death syndrome.
Come from that. It's been linked with it a whole lot. So you want to avoid all that.
One thing that I get careful about is we often complain that there are knockoff versions of baby cribs in the market. So we want to go and buy, in quotes, the Tokumbo ones. You now go, the Tokumbo baby crib you are buying, original low as per hotel, as we used to call it in the area. The hotel that you are buying now happens to be the one that has been banned. please just make sure what you should have in mind for your child is the baby's best and safety. The best thing and the safest thing for the baby may not be the Ote. It may be the knockoff version that comes
Please
from.
explain what Ote means.
Ote means
because-
authentic, original. You get the branded. I don't want to call brand names on show. You understand what I'm saying? That, but it's not the Ote. It may not be the Ote that is the best thing. It will just be: is this baby comfortable with this? Is the baby safe?
True.
This, I think it's important to note.
Okay.
Know this. And I want to add here: when you're buying your baby's clothes, you know you mentioned avoid.
Yes.
You see, because we say cover the baby's head, the mother will now come and tie the rope. And the rope seems
Make
to
it
be
very
choking the
tight.
baby. I beg.
Okay, so that brings us to our question for the day. What's the most important thing that an expectant mother should know about baby care? So we'll be asking people on the streets. Don't go far. We, the doctors, will be right back.
An expectant mom, I think she should know how to maybe keep her clothes clean and then how to bathe her regularly. As you know, she should know how often to do that. Yes, I think that's for now.
What you need to know is just a very normal thing that every woman should know, like care for the baby, know when the baby needs care, when he needs to bath, food, breastfeeding, as usual, which every woman knows, and some other things at least women know much more better than I.
One, she should know this health status of herself. You get going to medical checkup and all that to know how stable her health is. That is the basically thing she should know. Then take the doctor's prescription, what to eat and what not to eat and all that. So that's just it.
It's just to know her behavior and whatever she's doing. She have to know the behavior and anyhow she has to watch her very well. Her mom.
Hello guys, and you're welcome back to We the Doctors. My name is Dr. Valeria. If you're just joining us, we've been talking about, so your new baby has arrived, especially for people who have just, had the new baby, who just have a new baby at home. So basically on this particular segment, we're going to be talking about things that you must have at home. You understand, things that will be needed for you at home. And I'll be starting first with, you need to have a first aid box at home. Now, What are the contents of this first aid box? One important thing for me at this point will be to have something as small as a digital thermometer, for example. And this is a very cheap. A thermometer is probably about 100 naira, thereabout.
They're even cheaper ones.
And then because you expect that your child would have fever sometimes. So the child may be feeling feverish and stuff, basically. That way you can monitor. You can check what the baby's temperature is. You understand? So you have a particular degree. When a child is having temperature as high as 39, you know that you need to act very fast because you don't want your child to have a febrile seizure, febrile convulsion. You understand, for example. So there are other things. You can have things like even gauze.
Yes.
You understand? Because just in case there's a little cut, peradventure and all of that.
Teaching, and then even teaching them what to do now. I used to say, whether you know how to use a first aid box
Just
or
have
not,
it.
Have it, exactly.
When you have the emergency, somebody can guide you through it. But
True,
imagine
exactly.
I'm guiding you and you don't know what to do.
No, many people.
And then you can
I'm not a nurse. How can I be?
And then you also need to have some of the over-the-counter medications.
Yes.
For example, you can have your normal paracetamol at home.
Yeah.
Child has a fever, you can give that child paracetamol.
You know these days, mothers, simeticone for colics. Mothers keep more of things to prevent colics than they keep for paracetamol.
Yes.
And I say, it's first of all pain. Just have paracetamol. And then for your baby, know the dose. Or have your doctor's number to call when you want to give. Because some people can't overdose their kids. And they say, we the doctor say have paracetamol.
No.
That's
You always important for you to call your doctor and then find out what the dose is.
And then confirm, what you should do.
Then again, nail clippers, as in clippers for the nails, because you find out that as the baby starts growing, their nails too grow, and you see a lot of babies like that with scratches on their faces, their hands, and whatever. Because in the process of playing and all of that, they scratch themselves.
And then you even find some babies with very long nails.
Yes, and it gathers dirt. You need to trim these nails. It's really very important for hygiene purposes. This child will still put the hand in the mouth, so you don't want to forget that too.
Let me tell you the bad thing I did. I'm now teaching it because sometimes these things come with experience. My wife had baby clippers, nail clipper and all that ready. And then on one particular day, my nails grew fast. His also was growing very fast. There was this little one, she left purposefully. She had cut every other thing. I don't know, women and something, they just like, don't want to look at the boy and he has fashionable nail. So I now saw the nail. I didn't remember that was clipper. I was putting the finger, this tiny finger in my mouth to cut it with my mouth. You need to see the way she shouts. You need to see the shout.
That's not your level of
I'm just
exposure.
telling you.
And education.
No, I'm just saying it out so that we know when we say this, it's not because...
No, I mean when a baby comes, that's quite brave for you to have even, you know...
When a baby comes, it's a shocker and it's an exciting phase. So, if you are the overzealous father, like, you want to do everything.
You want to do everything, true.
Please have the clipper and
Please.
stuff. And one other thing you should have is, you know, there's this suction syringe that you have. It's not the
Especially
proper...
when the child has the blocked nose and all of
It's not the
that.
suction syringe, it's bulby. So, when the child is having stuffy nose,
Your
instead
parents
of...
before, you do use their mouth.
Mouth
We
to suck.
use mouth and suck, but the right thing, please use that bulb because I did it.
You did what?
No, I said I did the bulb.
Bulb, okay, I thought you
And
were
it's
going to say you
fantastic.
used
Because I don't
No, that's not
okay.
what I'm
You want to
saying.
give the child an infection. So please,
That's the right thing-
use the
that's
bulb.
the
that's the
right
right
thing
thing
to
to
do,
do.
yes.
Yes,
That's the right thing to do.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Dr. K, what questions do we have from the street?
We have our question came on social media. By the way, if you want to join this conversation, go right now to Twitter and at We The Doctors. That's our handle. At We The Doctors, one word. Follow us, send in your tweets, and we respond to you. Also, you can go to Facebook right now. It's facebook.com/We The Doctors is one word. And then send your comments, like us, follow us. Everything you want us to discuss, we talk about it. When we have our followers saying, I just had a baby, then it's time for us to talk about the baby. And of course, you're enjoying what we are doing today. And on Twitter, we had a direct mail, that's what Twitter calls it, that came from Aishatu. By the name, I'm guessing Aishatu is from the northern part of the country.
It doesn't matter.
And she's asking...
Can be from the western.
Yeah, she's asking, can she? Yeah. She's asking, can I use my perfume for my baby? Or should I just put camphor?
Wait, so you just want... Hey.
No, but I feel that
Camphor
because there are
in
some
her
women
box.
that are very conscious. They want their babies to smell very nice when people carry them and all of that. But look, I don't
Perfume.
think... No. Do you know
the truth?
I understand where she's coming from.
There's a popular brand that just produced baby perfumes and got the biggest lashing the world can get.
Yeah, because the baby already
Fantastic
the
brand.
products,
Everybody
baby uses
ascribes wants to be that type of brand.
Baby already has a natural, is this?
You know what I say?
And then even all this powder, baby powders, baby
Yeah,
cream
I'm saying,
already
it makes
have
it- gives
very
them
nice,
this-
nice scent.
Please.
A baby should be a baby.
Please, you guys are even considering it. You are not considering. I don't know what you say. The truth here is this, Aishatu.
No.
Understand how perfumes are made. They contain alcohol, and then they contain some oils, and then there's this thing they taught us in school, phthalates or phthalates. That's the way they phthalates. I think that's what they call. And phthalates actually cause allergies, lots of allergies. I don't advise you to use any form of perfume for your baby at all.
And camphor too should not even be near
And
baby too.
camphor. In
Say
fact,
no.
medical school used to say
no.
G6PD, remember?
Yes.
Camphor,
No.
naphthalene.
Deficiency, exactly.
Yeah. Please,
I don't know the kind
camphor
of
can break down your
cockroach
baby's
you're
red
trying
down
to
cells
drive away.
fast.
No way.
They can break down
Yeah, I
your
know the
baby's red
kind
down.
of cockroach. I tried to drive away from the baby.
No, she's talking about baby smelling well.
Yeah.
So,
With camphor.
but camphor
I
can break
understand
down-
how some mothers
baby's
can be,
clothes, yes.
especially for the first
Passionate,
baby. You
yes.
understand, basically.
Yeah.
But please, it's a no-no. You
Please,
understand? You can stick
the
to the
perfumes
baby
can cause
creams and all
allergies,
of
they
that.
can trigger asthma attacks, the camphor can break down your red cells, they
Yes.
can cause anemia. So trying to do good, you end up doing something that is not too fantastic. If you want your baby to smell nice, soap and water.
All right.
Yeah.
I guess that has been our show for today. It's been an interesting episode talking about so your new baby has arrived. And don't forget, you can follow up on our social media. It's facebook.com/We The Doctors. You can follow us on our Twitter handle @We The Doctors. And you can go on YouTube if you missed some of our episodes and just type We The Doctors. Dr. K, you have anything to say to us?
No,
today?
I just want to say, guys, just stay healthy and it's bye-bye from us.
As
all
you
here.
expect.
All right,
your
see you next time.
baby.
Stay healthy.
Bye-bye.
If una know say una just enjoy the video they wanna just watch, make una sharply subscribe to our channel. Not darling.